Hello, Boma.
Hello, big brother. Good afternoon.
Welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, big brother.
How are you feeling today?
Roller coasters of emotion, like just happy, sad, just mixed emotions. Mixed emotions. I must be honest.
Kindly talk Big Brother through those emotions.
Yesterday, I won the head of house challenge. Um, it was amazing. I was very happy because I really wanted to do better from last week. That was very exciting. Like, we're all in this game and we don't know what day or time the game is going to be over. It's a game. So I told myself I really did, wanted to achieve some certain goals, hopefully go all the way. But this was definitely on my list, one of the top list. And since I've been here, I've been having such an amazing time, and it just keeps getting better by the day. It keeps getting better. Like for me personally, the things have been, that's been happening. I'm excited by the way things are coming up and happening for me. Then, yes, I was also the first male to be the head of house, and the first head of house to use the veto power. That was definitely more challenging than I thought it was gonna be. It was really challenging having to use it, in front of everyone right there and there. That was very challenging. It was definitely harder than I thought to, in front of everyone, replace someone using my veto power. It was tough, but I had to do what I had to do. This is the reason why we're here, and I just had to do what I had to do. So that was very tough.
And what informed that decision?
A few reasons informed the decision. I think from the first day when the guys came in, before we came in on Saturday, with the boys, we bonded. We were all real. I clicked with J Paul, almost like instantly. Like I think he's all the guys are amazing. All the housemates are amazing. But I just, for some reason, you can't be close to everyone on the same, like the same way. You're gonna be closer to some people than some other people. So me and J Paul, I think we have a lot in common. I would say, I know this is just the second week. I'll say it's just the second week, but I think it's calm, creative, he listens, and I'll tell you something real, something real. I think it's funny because before the games, I said I was gonna win, jokingly, like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna win," and it was like, when you win, you're going to loan me your bed space, and I think Nee also had me say I was gonna win, and we were just like making a joke and everything. So before the games, I was like, "Let me go take a nap." He was like, "I'll go with you." Like he took his own nap. He took a nap in the room because he gave his bed to Tega. When some of the females came in, um, we didn't have enough beds. So J. Paul gave his bed to Tega, and he didn't have any bed space. So when Peace won the head of house, he took a bed. So it was like, if should in case what you said happens, I'll just loan your bed till you get back. And then during the week for the Wildcat, people also suspected him. So I was like, back to back, I'm like, wow, I try to put myself in his shoes, and I understood that he must be going through some very tough decisions and some very tough emotions right now. Like he's definitely dealing with a lot of emotions back to back. And I just thought, it was an opportunity for me to just, because if you tell someone, that your friend or you're cool with them, when there's an opportunity, you have to show them how much, how close you guys are. So I think that was an opportunity for me to show him like I have his back, even if I've not said it verbally, just, showing him I have his back. Because in this game, you also need people. You need a clique, kind of. You have to make your own clique. You shine your eye. Person guys, they your back, they watch for you. If you day front, they look. Person guys, they watch your back for you. And I think these are the opportunities whereby you can build such relationships from. And for Yusuf, I'm cool with him. Like I said, I'm cool with all the guys, but I don't think I'm that close to him. A lot of people like him. He's calm, he's different. I don't have nothing malicious against him. It was a quick decision. I had to use it immediately. And I think he's strong enough to be able to get back in to the game. Because I think people will probably like him outside. He should be strong enough to get back. And that's what I told him. I told him after everything that, bro, I have nothing against you. Like, I don't have any malicious thought towards you. I think you're strong enough to be able to get back in. People love you. People like you. And he said he understood because he felt like we were not that close. So that was where my decision came from.
Boma,
Yes, big brother.
you won the head of house game yesterday.
Yes, big brother.
How do you feel your victory will affect your game moving forward?
I like to win. I like this feeling for sure. And I wanted to I'm a winner mentally. And if I lose, I want to keep winning. So for this, I've tasted victory. I want this to keep happening. This would even help me to fight harder. I know I can't compete for the immediate next one, but I definitely, it just keeps giving me faith and believe that I can keep going. Because, okay, now I'm guaranteed 2 weeks or 3 weeks to be here. So the more I win the head of house game, the more I'm guaranteed to stay in the house. And I definitely want to be here for as long as I can, go all the way if I can, God willing, by God's grace. And it's a motivation for me. I like the leadership role. I like to lead. I like to, I like to do things in an organized way. So everything about the head of house is a great feeling for me. Like, I love it. I'm happy. I feel humbled. And this will help me even push harder and fight even harder for it to keep happening.
And would you like to discuss anything else with Big Brother?
Yes, I would like to discuss a few things with Big Brother. Yesterday we had some, because you said we should tell you anything that happens immediately. We had leakage in the kitchen. We had a leakage in the kitchen, which we tried to. J. Paul and Pere helped me. We tried to mop quickly. The sink facing the sink like directly from the dining. The sink directly from the dining has the pipe came off. It needs to be glued back, and we had a lot of flood which we cleaned. Then the flood didn't stop, so I went and got my t-shirt to be able to put it on the ground where at the opening where the water was coming out that never stopped, and that helped stop the water. And even the hangers outside, the drying hangers for clothings, someone bent it and they didn't say nothing. So someone bent it and they didn't say nothing about that. So I said I was going to bring that to your attention. I'm just making sure that I'm very much aware of everything happening in the house, so I can always quickly bring that to your attention quickly. So because that was what was told. Well, that's what we were told. So I just really want to tell you real quick.
The leak has been addressed.
Thank you, big brother. And I also wanted to tell you that I'm really grateful for being a guest. I know is becoming a reality now mentally, and I'm happy about everything. This experience is I don't know words can describe it. Once in a lifetime, and I'm forever grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Your diary session has come to an end.
Thank you, big brother.
You may leave the diary room.
Thank you, big brother.
Where we've all lived in the world, all the things that have happened that have affected us. They wrote this stuff in the Bible, told you that Eve is the helpmate, blah, blah, blah. In fact, you know that when I was even reading the Bible, it was that they created the animals first to keep Adam company, but they did not want him to be alone first, because God was looking for, like, he can't be alone on earth, right? So they created animals first, and they were like, out of all these animals, none fits Adam. They checked animals first. Then God was like, Then they now created ribs, and women and children are equated to each other. So basically, it's just like looking for something, just anything to keep Adam company. And it was women he came up with. Tell me.
But they made the animals first before Adam.
Yes, no, I know they made the animals first before Adam, but I'm just saying, like, this is like an actual quote that I read, and they were like, yeah, and they were like, oh, out of all these animals, none fits Adam, blah, blah. And like, I can understand why you want to believe the almighty Bible. It says all these things about women being subordinates, but it's also men that wrote the Bible. If I've never been a woman before, I will never understand what it feels like to be a woman. And it's like, maybe they were not trying to do anything mean, but they were writing from their own perspective. And it's very obvious that the Bible is written from the perspective of men. And that's actually fucking obvious. And life has been like this from time immemorial. Nobody here who isn't a feminist is doing anything wrong, but it's kind of like, now you know better. If you know better and you choose not to do better, then like that's on you. Like, you're choosing not to do better. Like, obviously I wasn't in King David's time, and like, you know, that time they just used to rape women left and right. You had no choice. If somebody wanted to fuck you, you had to let them fuck you. So yeah, so like when you refer to the Bible and make it seem like because the Bible does all these terrible, horrible crimes, then it's okay. In today, it's like, it's actually not okay. Do you understand? Like, you can't refer to the Bible like for some of these certain things. And like, in the Bible, women, men own women. Like, you know, you bought us like property. So now, in today, it's just like marriage, like, people, like, it's like modern day. It's like translated. Oh, I paid your dowry. You have to do all of these things, blah, 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 like in the home. Just, I feel like, and another thing I've realized is men don't look at women like men. I'll tell you one random example. And like all of these things, like I grew up like this, like with this mindset. I didn't become a feminist when it became in a fad movement, or like when it became a trend. So like I actually didn't know that not everybody was thinking like me. I thought everyone was thinking like me. So one day we were playing a game that was like equivalent of charades in a house party. This was like 6 years ago or whatever, random. And then this guy was like, women no get. And then his friend was just like, sense. He first of all said brain, and then that one was like, sense. And that was it. Like, he got the answer. And I was just like, oh my God, men think women don't have sense. Like, oh my God. It doesn't matter if he said all women or not. I'm saying the word that they were trying to get was sense or brain. And he didn't use any other thing in the world, like anything else. He just said, women no get. And his friend got it, and I was just like, wow, like, and that was like an awakening moment for me. I can never ever forget that incident. And then what did I want to say? Another thing I realized is that men don't view women like full humans the way they view other men. I think that I just came to that conclusion, like, I don't know, at some point, maybe last year or like earlier this year, because just like from conversation and as things are happening, like, you realize, like, they think that our struggles don't matter as much, blah, 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 just many different things. And you might have not checked it yourself. You might have not gauged it yourself. But just compare specific actions. An action a woman takes, an action a man takes. If a woman did that exact same thing, like, what would your reaction be? Would it be different, blah, blah, blah? And then, like, when you do, and, like, you kind of don't want to interrogate your man's actions, what a man has just done. You don't want to interrogate it, and you're just like, it did all right, now my boy be. Or even if the person is not your boy, like, a lot of times men go to bat, literally, like, defending strangers online, like strange men, people they don't know. They have no idea who the fuck you are, but all of a sudden, because you're a man, they are very fucking sure of your actions. Like, just all I know is that men have men's backs in ridiculous scenarios, like in the weirdest way, in a way that almost kind of makes you guilty by association. And if you don't want to be guilty by association, what you can do is counter the actions of the men who are guilty by association. Because if you've never spoken to your guys about treating women better for no reason, like, you guys hang out all the time. I know it's fun to play games and do things.
So because I was giving a man attention, you thought it'd be great for me to just watch you kiss someone else. And if I was really giving a man attention, I had an option. Beg your pardon?
If I said it, and a man said the exact statement,
oh, okay, sorry. I had the opportunity the night before, day before yesterday, to pick any guy I wanted to kiss. Didn't pick you, didn't pick him. Personal reasons. I picked someone who's like a real friend to me. And I couldn't even kiss him.
We all get used to, we're social beings, we all get used to how things have worked, we all get used to how we see other people do things. And again, when you know better, you do better. And the teach other people to do better.
And I'm over it.
I understand.
I don't really care. I just want us to live in peace. And, you know, just respect each other's space. And just like, you know, I want to respect you. If you ask me questions, I'd love to answer you back.